Yo, what is up, guys? I'm making this video. It's a little late, but a while ago on stream, one of my viewers linked a political compass test right after the vice presidential debates. I'm just making this video. Well, I'm not gonna spoil it, but at the end of the video, I find out I expose them. It's probably in the title of this video, but I just want to show how dangerous it is to trust the news at this point. I'm just gonna show a couple clips here because I can't show them in the other one because it's just a clip from the stream. But here, let's watch this a little bit.
Huge new Pew Research Center study of 10,000 American adults finds us more divided than ever, with personal and political polarization at a 20-year high. The number of people identifying themselves as either consistently liberal or consistently conservative has doubled in the last decade. They're less likely to compromise and often decide where to live, who to marry, and who their friends should be based on what they already believe.
So I took this Pew Research test, and here, let's watch this one too. This is also from Pew.
Are inclusive and representative of the full spectrum of inputs, and that are analyzed with caution and care, where people aren't amping up the numbers to try to make a point.
Remember
but
those
simply
words.
letting the numbers speak for themselves. That's largely invisible, but it's that really underlies all of what we can do here as an organization.
I'm really proud to work at Pew because I think getting good data about the experience of the public, their thoughts, their fears, their reaction to what's going on across the nation, what's going on in their lives, it's important for us to measure that and to measure it well. And no.
All right, right from the horse's mouth, you heard it. So let's just get into the video and see how this Pew Research survey stands up, how unbiased it is, and how important it is for surveys to be unbiased. Peace. Guys, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do this thing for topology test. I have to make an account. Oh, you don't? Okay. Okay. This is also for the YouTube. Ladies and gentlemen, this is YouTube material. We're taking a test, part 2, political test, because apparently my first one wasn't close enough to the right answer. Okay, 1 of 17. Which of the following statements comes closest to your views? The government should do more to help needy Americans, even if it means going deeper into debt. The government today can't afford to do much more to help the needy. Well, I would say the debt, like 21 trillion, it's GG's. At this point, guys, I mean, is there even, when does debt just stop being debt and just being a made up number? Right? Send it. Which of the following statements comes closest to your view? Government is always wasteful and inefficient. Government often does a better job than people give it credit for. Wasteful and inefficient. It takes so long for them to do anything. I don't even need to get started with it. Everyone knows. That's like the easiest question on the test, probably. Which of the following statements comes closest to your view? The best way to ensure peace is through military strength. Good diplomacy is the best way to ensure peace. Which of the following statements comes closest to your view? Racial discrimination is the main reason why many black people can't get ahead these days. Black people can't get ahead in the country, most responsible for their own condition. Ooh, I wish there was like a combo of the two, because they were discriminated against, but nowadays I feel like they hold on to that discrimination and it's holding them back. Like, I wish there was a combo. The question is now. Yeah, I know, but nowadays it is a... Can't get ahead these days. It depends what black people you're talking about. I mean... Of course, there's like gentrification and stuff like that. I mean, Oh. I'm thinking. I am thinking deeply on this question. I know racial discrimination is real. The question is it the main reason why many black people can't get ahead? The question is the main reason. I think the main reason might be poor education. Like, I think they need to start better schools in these, like, urban areas, right? Because, I mean, I don't know. That's not racial discrimination, though. And it's not like they're... This is a great question, because they're not responsible for the schools in their area, are they? So it's like they're not mostly responsible for their own actions. So it's like it's neither of these questions. I mean, I don't even know how to answer this. That's the problem with like 2-question answers. Damn. Because, I mean, like I said, racial discrimination is real, but it's not the main reason. I mean, probably not. Many black people get a lot of options and stuff like that in many fields. Black people who can't get ahead in this country are most responsible for their own actions. I mean, it's hard to say from a non-black point of view, because I've never been like discriminated against. I wish there was like a middle ground in between these two, because it's not the main reason. That's the only thing that's throwing me off. Otherwise, I would pick this question, but I guess this is probably closest because it's a reason why. It's not the main reason, but I'll pick that. Which of the following statements come closest to your view? Government regulation of businesses is necessary. That's retarded. Free market economist. Bailing out of the government. Loans, stuff like that. Whack. Which of the following statements comes closest to your... I think that's a libertarian view, actually. I don't know. Which of the following statements come closest to your view? Sexuality should be accepted by society. Sure, yeah. I mean, why shouldn't it? It's just whatever. Which of the following statements comes closest to your view? Business corporations take too much profit. Most corporations are a fair and reasonable amount of profit. I mean, well, what's your idea of fair and reasonable? I mean, Amazon has like zero competition, so fair and reasonable is all the money, right? All the money in the market is theirs. That's makes sense. I mean, right? Oh, most corporations make a fair and reasonable amount of profit. Yeah, and I've never looked at a business and said. I mean, I guess at people like Jeff Bezos, he's like almost like he's like $4 billion or something like that. I don't know if that's a reasonable amount, but most corporations probably make a fair and reasonable amount. Like Chick-fil-A, you never hear about. Most corporations probably make a fair and reasonable amount. Like Chick-fil-A, I mean, Hobby Lobbies, things like these. I mean, these are normal, like, right? My previous employer does the Bezos personal tax return. I bet that's fun. Actually, Jeff Bezos' tax system is super interesting because most of it is tied up in stocks, and he has very little liquid money. So he actually doesn't have to pay that much in taxes, probably. Most of it is like dividends on his stocks because he owns so much of Amazon. And all money is liquid. Yeah, I guess liquid if he sold his entire share in Amazon. I know, but his $4 billion or $4 billion is probably not even close to the amount of money he has on hand. Which of the following statements comes closest? Oh, also the whole Jeff Bezos Amazon system is so interesting. The way that they run the system, it's all about reinvesting, so that they don't. The reason that they make items so cheap is because they have a server side, and that's what the servers that they have, the Amazon servers that they have, are used so much it like makes up for the amount of loss that they can suffer from selling super cheap products like the Great Value, like the Walmart brand stuff, but the Amazon brand stuff. So they can like really just take out any competition they want. So they just reinvest it in the company. So they're never making profit. They're always just reinvesting in the company, making just pumping the whole company's stock. You kind of revolutionized the whole how you run a business. Which of the following statements comes closest to your view? Stricter environmental laws and regulations cost too many jobs and hurt the economy. Stricter environmental laws and regulations are worth the cost. Oh, this is a tough one. These questions are very biased. I mean, it's like hard to tell. I mean, it's like not hard to tell which side you would, because it's like one's Republican, one's Democrat, right? But I mean, I've never really cared for the environment at all. I mean, I feel like we're to the point where it's like GG. I mean, California's on fire. Australia's on fire. I mean, does it really get any worse than this? Is it really worth regulations? I mean, it's just GG. Which of the following statements come closest to your view? Immigrants today strengthen our country based on the hard work and talents. Very true. Who would mow our lawns? Okay. Which of the following statements come closest to your view? Poor people today have it easy because they can go get government benefits without doing anything in return. Poor people today work hard lives because the government benefits don't go far enough to help them live decently. I actually don't know. I actually don't know how much the government benefits are. I feel like I would probably make more money right now if I lived on government benefits than worked. It's probably at least $500 every 2 weeks. That's about what I make. I mean, they probably make more. That is, I mean, it's pretty easy for where I live, but if you're looking about somewhere in like California or New York where it's super expensive to live there, it's probably harder. Unless the government pays you different amount of like wage depending on where you live. In that case, it would be harder. I don't know enough to answer this question, but I mean, I'll just say that because who wants to be poor? Which of the following statements comes closest to your view? The economic system in our country unfairly favors powerful interests. The economic system fair to most Americans. No, if you can pay for good accountants, you rule, bruh. You've won the game. That's the game. That is the game. You can pay. I mean, that's just the game. That's the American game, right? Get rich enough to where you only pay $750 in taxes. That's the game. You've made it. That's the GG. That's the end. That's the checker at the end of the line. Everyone in the world wants to pay less taxes. Everyone wants to pay less taxes and or make more money, right? So in the end, that's what it is. It is what it is. Which of the following statements comes closest to your view? Our country has made changes needed to give black people equal rights with white people. Our country needs to continue making changes to give like equal rights with white people. God, these questions are hard to answer as a white individual. As a cis white male, yes. I really don't know. I mean, what can I possibly say? I mean, it seems equal. I work with several black people. They probably make more than I do. Do they deserve more rights? I mean, I feel like everyone has equal rights. Yeah, I mean, actually, wait. Now that I read this, equal rights. I mean, we're all considered equal under the Constitution. Just read that book and you're good. Biases don't. Bias. If that question wasn't a question of bias. It was a question about rights, and rights is just period. If you're a citizen. Yeah, that question was not about biases or discrimination. Literally just about rights. And of course, we all have rights. Easy question. Which of the following statements comes closest to your view? It's best for the future of our country to be active in world affairs. Does that mean attacking foreign countries? We should pay less attention to problems overseas and concentrate on problems here at home. Does that mean pull our troops out of Afghanistan? If so, yes! I say yay, we should. Guys, the war in Afghanistan has been going on. There's people that fought in that war whose kids are also fighting in that war. Yo, what's up, Kai? Kai, don't affect his answers. Just let him answer on his own. He's taking the political views quiz. Part 2. Which of the following statements comes closest to your view? Most people who want to get ahead can make it by they're willing to work hard. Joe Rogan has shown that in Stripes. Hard work and determination are no guarantee to the success of most people. Hard work. I mean, yeah. I mean, just look at the stream. I mean, there's an obvious correlation to the amount of work I put into the stream and the amount of views I get. I mean, I've started the YouTube. I've been uploading there. I'm getting more views recently. I mean, there's an obvious correlation to work and success. Which of the following success? I say that very sparingly because my videos only get like 12 views. But which of the following statements comes closest to your answer? The obstacles that are once made it harder for women than men to get ahead are now largely gone. There are still insignificant obstacles that make it harder for women to get ahead than men. Well, I'm pretty sure this is like a wage gap question, kind of. Like, why do women make less money than men? It's because they get less paying jobs. Why do they get paid? I mean, why do the women NBA players get paid less than the men NBA? Because they can't dunk. Literally, because they can't dunk. No one wants to watch you if you miss every shot and you can't dunk. I mean, that's 77% worth. You know what? LeBron gets $1. You can't dunk. You're only getting 77 cents. My bad. Is that too far? Is that a little wild? We're getting wild tonight. Is that too much? I say no. Equal pay for equal work? I mean, yeah, sure. Are now, yeah. To get ahead are now largely gone. Largely is the key word here, and I think yes. Largely, they are gone. Next question. Which of the following statements come closest to your views? In foreign policy, the U.S. should take into account the interests of its allies, even if it means making compromises with them. In foreign policy, the U.S. should follow its own national interests, even if its allies strongly disagree. Ooh, this is a tough one. I feel like secrets don't make friends. That's my answer to that question. In politics today, do you consider independent? If you were to lean more to the Republican, as of today, do you lean more to the Republican or Democratic Party? Ooh, I guess which one do I lean more? I guess I hate talking to Democrats, but Republicans are just all, they don't know how to talk. They can't, they don't, it's hard to talk to them because they can't use words. It's hard to talk to Democrats because they use too many words in non-coherent sentences. I mean, I don't know. I hate them both. Your best hit is core conservatives with 13% of public. Yee-hoo! What does this mean? 82%. Oh, wait, no. 94? Does this mean I answered with a majority of people? Oh, this one was pretty split. We should pay less attention to problems overseas and concentrate here at home. Whoa, 13%. People want military? This was the military question. Military power is... Oof. Poor people have hard lives because the government benefits don't go far enough. True. Oh, this is how I answered? I don't understand how this is segmented. Oh, core conservatives, 21%. Ah. Okay. So only 13% of core conservatives, so I don't understand. Huh. I don't feel like I'm that conservative, actually. That's pretty deep on the right side. There's a lot of things this doesn't talk about abortion or anything. I'm for that. Gay rights. For that. Interesting. Well, there you go. Deep red. Well, just change my answer with the click of a button. Easy. No, this is so rigged. Look, I just go back. I mean, next. Wait, I have a theory. This quiz is stupid. This quiz is honestly so rigged. Wait, I'm gonna take this quiz again, and at the end I'm gonna press Democrat and Democrat. Yeah, this quiz is stupid. Take the quiz. This will be fast though. This will come closer to the government should do more to help the Americans near. Yep. Yeah. 2G on the. Yep. Government is wasteful and inefficient. Yep. Check. The best way to ensure peace is through military strength. No. Racial discrimination is the main reason why. Yeah, there. Government regulation of businesses necessary protecting government regulation of business is more harm than good. Next, homosexuality is accepted in this country. Business corporation makes too much profit. Fair and reasonable amount. Sure. Stricter environmental laws. Yeah. Immigrants strengthen the economy. Yep. Poor people today have it hard because, yeah, being poor sucks. Yeah, that's the one. Economic system, a country in fair favors powerful interests. Yeah, that's the GG. That's the taxes thing. Our country has made changes needed for people, black, white, yeah. Has made the changes it's needed. Is best for the future of country active in world affairs? No. Pay less attention. Bring our troops home. Most people who want to get ahead make it if they're willing to work hard. True. Joe Rogan. That was what I used. Obstacles that once made harder for women to get ahead are now largely gone. Sure. In foreign policy, we should take into effect the interests of allies. Yep, allies are cool. Now let's put Democrat. And this is such a rigged. What is this? It's all based on the last question. Oh, this is some bullshit, bro. Look. This is so bad. This is all based on the last question. It's literally all based on the last question. It doesn't mean anything. That guy. Yeah. I'm sorry. This was a waste of time. This was a waste of time. I mean, seriously. I mean, I went from far right to now far left. This thing's tossing me everywhere, boy. All right, well, that's the end of the YouTube video. Peace.